to the last break in Art of ASEAN, and as I said, we are going back to see the drama ASEAN event with a movie called Eternity or Thi Rak in Thai. This movie is slowly and gently showing love among the couple who live together in the rural area of Thailand. How is the story gonna be? Let's see.
ถ้าใครขึ้นมาบนนี้กับคนรักทั้งสองจะรักกันไปจนวันตาย
Eternity is basically a love story. A story of a midlife age guy in 3 different periods of his life. First is the story after his date and his spirit come back to his hometown, which was his happiest place. And secondly, the romantic love story between him and his girlfriend, when he took him to his hometown and they get to know each other more and more before they finally decide to get married. Lastly is the story of when a new family began. This movie tells all these stories to life and the left family members after he died. We sought out easily that Eternity is a romantic comedy movie, saying a lot about love, care, and how a wife and kid miss their passed away family leader. We can see as well the idea of Buddhism that the spirit after death didn't go anywhere but around their loved ones, sometimes appear visually or just through feeling.
It's different. The eternity you can use in very negative way and in positive way. Positive means I will be with you forever and ever. He's the one in heaven. But it's used all the time for the opposite. That is, it never stops. You never get anywhere. Now, very boring. And you can't escape it. So the English title is not positive at all, whereas the Thai title is positive. Because actually, you see in the movie, there is no solution. But they go on and on and on and on and on. And that's interesting for me. Because I'm interested in finding out when Thai people started to use the word "bur." I don't think 100 years ago it was in common use. But today everybody is "bur," right? Everybody's bored. Something changed. That's one reason.
A good film can be so simple if only one can appreciate humanity, which requires no high ambition. No need to act cool, full of mumbo-jumbo and intellectual pretension. No need to hide elliptical editing or deep philosophical messages. No need to expect filmic revolutionary from a debut film.
Then I'm very interested in the relations between Kon Thai and Kon Jean. And this is clearly a case of it doesn't work. And it's not often that you see this in a movie. Where there's no real connection between the ASEAN man and the Bangkok Chinese woman. And so it's something quite new for me.
Eternity was created and directed by Sivarot Kongskun, and his inspiration didn't come from a weird way. It is actually the real-life story of his parents, a pure love between Robuli guy and a girl from Bangkok. All the memories are remaining after his father through his mother's memory. Even his father passed away for long ago. This movie also shows a simple life, social value, love stability, and last of all, religious beliefs.
Well, I think that's the interesting thing, that there is no imagined, well, there's no, for the imagined community, both people should have the same idea what they belong to. But there's no sign in the movie of this. It's as if the imagined community is breaking up, breaking down. The world of the man and the world of the woman, it's like two different worlds. And so it's and I think you get the feeling that this is something quite recent. That if you look back to the time of, say, 100 years ago, there were still many Chinese in rural society, lots of Chinese who were still poor. But as time passed, more and more Chinese come to live in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and they become middle class. And they get more and more remote from the Chaban, the farmers and people living in the provinces. So you could say that maybe this film is a kind of picture of the consequences of this. I mean, for me, the best part of the movie is the last 2 minutes. I was sort of hoping that it would end like this, but I wasn't sure he would do it. But I was very happy when I saw it.
ขออะไรอย่างได้ไหม
This is another Thai movie that shows the life of rural people who live in the rural area of Thailand. They've got different style of thinking, belief, and thought, but above all, they value a lot about love. This is all for today in Art of ASEAN. Thanks for following us, and don't miss us every Friday, 7 p.m. Bye-bye.